Hello, dear victims of lockdown. Here I am again, and here we are preparing for the next episode of When the World Has Stopped. Today I'm going to meet with ex-colleague of mine, very nice person, incredible colleague, very good friend, very caring family member. I met her a few years ago while we were working for the same company in Malta. And since then, she was moving around Europe, and I'm sure she has interesting stories to tell and to share her life experience during this pandemic time. And I invite you all to join our conversation. And if you like the content, please don't hesitate to click the like button, subscribe to the channel, follow the Facebook page. And I really would like to hear from audience out there, outside of my friend zone, who will be brave enough or have enough courage or stories to tell to the world around them. So guys, let's welcome my good friend, Sarah. And here she is. Hello, Sarah.
Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Great. Welcome to the podcast When the World Has Stopped.
Is it live now?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Hello.
Where are you now? I didn't say where you're based now, so if you can share where are you now, and also who Sarah is. People already know that you're a great person, but who you are and what you're doing in general, and where you're based at the moment.
Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome to Hussein's YouTube podcast. So at the moment, we are in Greece. So we moved to Greece from UK last September, and we're here for like how many months now? We are in the Mani Peninsula in the Peloponnese Island in Greece. So it's not really like in the big city. Way back in the UK. Oh, should I say how we met?
I actually said that we met at work. It was a few years ago. We were working for the same property down there, and I had the pleasure to work together with Sarah. How many months we've been together working? Like almost a year, no?
Yeah, almost a year. Yeah, almost a year.
And then she had to move to UK for some personal reasons, and now she's joining us from Greece.
From Greece, yes. So because we were in lockdown as well in the UK starting January, and I just had a baby at the time. So
lockdown baby.
No, was it not really. No, it wasn't lockdown baby. Born before lockdown. But January it started the lockdown, so we really get depressed, and we can't do anything in the UK. So even our family, even my husband's family, we are not seeing each other. So what's the use, you know? And even my husband was busy working there, while I'm taking care of the baby. Around July, then we just had enough of like the situation, become unhappy. So we just decided to, what if we move somewhere else? You know, somewhere nice, somewhere sunny, like Malta. So we want to go back to Malta, but we thought we could change, like we could do somewhere else. We could go somewhere else and try other European countries. So we always wanted to go to Greece, even before, just for a holiday. But to live here, it was just really on the spot decision. We never really thought about it for a long time. But Greece was one of the countries we want to live, and some other countries as well. But during the time when this lockdown was on its highest point, we saw a lot of like big people coming to Greece. So we're thinking maybe the lockdown in Greece was, is a bit normal, or it's not really lockdown here. So what if we move there? So we decided right there, and I just did a bit of research for maybe 3 weeks, something like that. I was back at work July, and then after 2 weeks, maybe we've decided to, we're moving to Greece.
So
And
it
so I
was
said, oh my God, how could I tell my work that, I will go again after I just came back from the maternity? So we really want to leave before the Brexit happens, because things will change end of December last year. So we have to decide that we have to go or we have to stay. But we just want to go somewhere else, or else, it's just too much in the UK, we thought. So we decided, we did a bit of research, and we packed our bags, to say, with a kid, with a baby.
that's
Because we're supposed to go home. Crazy, isn't it?
It is. I mean, super brave action to do. I mean, it's not like you alone. So you with your husband, you're also leaving your job. Plus, you have a baby. I mean, he's still very small, but needs a lot of time and attention.
Months.
Yeah. And guys, just to let you know, this is the rising YouTube star as well. So you can join his YouTube channel, and also Sarah is running very interesting content on YouTube. Maybe you would like to share with us a bit what you're doing and how did you come to these ideas?
Okay, so since I'm not working like a 9 to 5 job, and I just have to take care of the baby while my husband is working online. So to beat this boredomness, because I can't go anywhere. We are on lockdown here in Greece at the moment. No, actually, we arrived here September last year. We only had six weeks of like normal life.
Okay.
So when we arrived here, it was like, oh my God, it's paradise. It's like we are on holiday. We had a break after all, It was the best. If you ask my husband, he said that was the best moment we had in Greece. And it doesn't last long. So 6 weeks we are here. We just start settling down, find a house. And, after that, they announced that it's going to be on lockdown. So since then, we didn't do anything. We didn't go anywhere much. It's just... And so I decided, like, I had a YouTube channel way back, a few years back, but I didn't really did much on it because I got pregnant and I was working full-time way back in the UK. So I don't have time. And but now I managed to pick it up again since I'm not doing anything. So I'm doing all this YouTube channel for myself. I'm putting all this content regarding how to be an expat or how to be nomads living abroad with the family. How is it, like immigration stuff and all that. So that's it, really. That's what makes me busy. And Ethan's channel. Oh, and I have another channel, Hussein.
Which one?
We're doing we're just getting started. It's like because we did was when you move somewhere, like in a new country, you really want to know what it is like in that specific area you are going to. So when we decided to move in Greece, we don't know which part of Greece we are moving. We just know that it's in the Mani Peninsula, but we don't really know how big is Mani or what area in the Mani it is the best, because limited information in the internet. Okay. So that's why we're supposed to move in Ariopoli. That's what we decided from the UK, because that's the only place we knew. But then when we arrived there, we take a look. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful area of Greece, but it's not practical for us, especially if you have a baby, because it's really like a very remote area, very local. So we crossed that out, and then we decided to get a house here in Gifio, which is all right. It's close to everything, hospital, parks, At the front, we have the seafront, beach area, promenade, cafes and restaurants and all that stuff. It's a quiet area. It's a safe place. Very nice people, although they don't speak Greek too much. So we decided to have this another channel. It's called Bunny Hoppers, like Walk With Me. So we're just taking a video of these streets, for example, like specific area in places. Like it doesn't matter if it's Greece or wherever we're going to. So people can check it and okay, this is how it looks like. You know what I mean? Like they have an idea of if they decided to come in this place, oh, this is how it really looks like.
You know,
so that's it.
I had some friends who during the lockdown, I mean still now we are in some place of the world, so they had nothing to do in the evening. I'm like, okay, I wanted to travel but I can't really because there's no flights, so it's like too much headache. So basically they were going on Google Maps and finding the place. You know, when you zoom in, you can have a street view, and they're just walking on the street view on Google to explore the area. So you're pretty much making the live video on YouTube where people can do that street walk and get accustomed to the places. So that's interesting. I mean, there are people will be looking for that, you know.
Exactly. I mean, people are you know, it's more information for them as well, like how the actual place that they want to, you know, even if it's just for a holiday or to live or to move, maybe, you know. And everyone's on YouTube now, since you cannot go somewhere else, so it's the best way to go to the places. That's it. We're just getting started on it.
Yeah, and also your another channel. By the way, guys, you can see the link to the channels you mentioned on the description of the video. And one of the channels you mentioned is it like called Island Girl there, or
Island Girl and the World? That's my channel.
Yeah, and why Island Girl? Why did you mention so? Because for people who don't know, Sarah is the person who loves the sun, who loves the warmness around her, because she's coming from the place where full of all of this, which she's in love with and sharing with us.
Yes. Okay. So I named my channel Island Girl in the World because I came from an island in Philippines called Boracay. So I live there, I work there, and it's a paradise. And I'm an island girl, Hussein. So I never thought that I will go like anywhere outside Philippines in the first place. Okay. I thought I will be stuck in the island forever, because I'm not really like a city girl, or I'm not really into city, you know. So well, I got married, and of course I have to be with my husband. So after we get married, we decided to live in Malta. So I was hesitant at first, but my husband chose Malta because he knew that I wouldn't leave the island. I wouldn't leave Boracay because it's such a paradise. Even he's in love with the place. If everyone should check it out, it's a very beautiful island. It's one of the best islands in the world. Let me say, it's in the world. So, and I worked there in a hotel. I managed a hotel there, and so I worked there in a hotel for like 9 years since I opened the hotel, and then it was just so heartbreaking for me, you know, to leave. But I'm still part of it. And then I went to Malta and I worked with you.
Yeah.
And my husband said, I never heard of Malta. I never heard Malta in my entire life. So my husband said, I think I will choose a place because I supposed to go from Philippines to UK, but I was like, UK, no, not really a fan. So he said, okay, I will choose a country where we both meet, we meet halfway. So he moved from UK to Malta, and me from Philippines to Malta. And he said, you will love it because it's a nice island. I know you love island. And it's a sunny country. And I was like, oh, okay, never heard of it. So I tried to research, like, okay, it's beautiful. And then we moved finally, and then got a job and worked with you. It was, I love it. I missed it actually. That's it. So I'll always be an island girl, and now I am
Yeah.
and I am going into the world. So I'm not sure if this will be the last country we were be leaving, Hussein. So we're just checking out how is it to live here. But if the Greece doesn't meet our requirements, since we have a little one, so we might move to another country where we think it's best for us, or you know.
Yeah, until you find
So it's
your this place which you're happy with, you know. And tell me
yes.
a bit more about the life in lockdown. I think it reached you. I mean, last year in March you were still in UK. Um, were you at that time? You were still pregnant at that time, right? Or you already have Ethan?
I had a baby.
You had a baby already.
I had Ethan. Yeah.
So
I
you
had
already.
Ethan July.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
July 2019. Yes, Hussein.
All
So
right.
he was
Okay.
6 months under lockdown. Mm.
Okay, so he was already 6 months, so you pretty have a small baby in your hand, and you have your daily routine going on, you have some stuff to do, and all of a sudden it happens like you probably missed out on some things in life during the time you were pregnant, waiting for the baby, then having a baby, taking care of him. So I don't know how your schedule was allowing you to socialize, being out with people, having friends around you or something. And then you're like, okay, now he's 6 months, he's already growing, not crying so much at night. I can spend some time with myself and see my friends and so on. And boom, they tell you like, listen guys, you have to all stay home and not going anywhere. So what you're passing at that moment, what were in your mind, and how did you feel about it, and how did it affect you?
So yeah, so that's it. After I had a baby, since from getting pregnant, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still working, and we had the baby. So my routine was like at home because I'm looking for my baby full time.
Mhm.
But in the UK, Hussein, it's different. In Malta, I could live. I will not feel what I felt when I was in the UK with all this lockdown thing. But in the UK, even when there was no lockdown, I don't feel like I belong to the country. Sorry, no offense meant, Hussein. No offense
It's
meant,
absolutely
but
fine.
honestly, yeah, I mean, I'm being honest here. I don't feel like I belong there. It's not that I hate the country, but it's not just, for me. So apart from that, I really have no friends.
Mhm.
Although I have friends from work, but everyone is so busy there. They don't have time to have like a cup of coffee, a drink outside. No, it's entirely different culture or environment for me. So even when there wasn't lockdown, you cannot get anyone to, okay, oh, should we go out? And no, so it started from there. And then when the lockdown happens, even to see the family, it's not even possible. And I only visited my friend from another town, like an hour and a half drive. But it's like how maybe after 3 months, 6 months after. So it was really getting a toll on me, and you're having this depression. How do you say this? From the
Anxiety or
pregnancy, postpartum, and I was having anxiety. Well, I had anxiety, but it was getting worse, and it's not inspiring. And then you see every day in the news, it scared me, Hussein. I don't know what, I was scared as well. If it's true, like it gets me like paranoid of everything.
yeah, it does.
So I think it's just the best thing to get out of it, to get out of that madness. And as well as my husband, so he is really getting depressed as well. Depressed and sad. Is unhappy there. We don't even have a time to go out because everyone there is busy. So we are missing these times when you can just come on, let's have a walk outside, or let's go to somewhere else and meet our friends. Not like that. So it's like very difficult. I'm a strong person, I believe, but something is not right, and you have to like how do you say this? You know, we need to sort it out, because we are very vocal about it with Ian, that this is not the right place for us, especially if Ethan's starting to is getting bigger.
Mhm.
So we want to go somewhere for our best interest, really.
So, and what was helping you to survive all this time when you were feeling this depression out there? What were you doing to get out from that until you came to the idea like, listen, I need to change the place. I need to change the island to the different one, to the one which has less rain down there, you know, like, and maybe less restriction. But along this few months until you come to the spot, like when it hit you to the corner, like, I need to get out from there. What was helping you to come out from depression and keep on moving?
Well, it's my son. It's my I have to be strong, really. You cannot just let that defeat you. I have to be strong for him.
Yeah.
And well, I admit that this lockdown makes me more keep in touch with my family. So I've been calling my family very often. You know, like more my friends, even my friends, like it connects me more. I am more connected to them during the lockdown, just, you know, to like keep in touch and have someone to talk to. Well, it's all online anyway, but that's the best we can.
Yeah. I mean, in my case, it hit me on my trip, and I'm like, okay, what I'm going to do? Do I need to go back? Do I need to go forward? Shall I stay where I am? And that's okay. I'm going to stay where I am. I don't know what I'm going to do. And then the first 2 weeks, I think I was pretty much alone when it was just starting, because my flatmate went to the different city, and I'm like, okay, what is this all about? I was watching news like crazy every day. I was speaking to my family members every day and keep on working and doing my stuff. But then more you watch news, more it's like creating the fear or something. And I'm like, you know what? No news are the good news. So I need to stop watching that. Then I start observing like from statistics perspective to see what's going to happen, what the new rules are going to go out. To be honest, after 2 weeks, I was already fed up of all these things. And at that time, masks were not mandatory, and some people were wearing it. I actually bought my first masks, I think, about months ago. The first pack of masks I bought, because I was going to travel. Before, like, my friends like, no, you have to wear a mask, and they were giving it to now. Guys, this is like, okay, I have to. I will wear it. But the first time I bought it last month, exactly a year after pandemic came out. I mean, this is too much, to be honest. This is too much. But yeah, and then you decided to move to the nicer, sunnier place you came. Could you feel this boost of happiness, the boost of energy which comes in? And then 6 weeks after.
So we were there. We were like at our happiest when we arrived here in Greece. So we eat out, we go to the beach, you know, we have dinner outside and just relax, because we said we tried to like have a bit of break first, because supposed to be last year we are about to go home to Philippines. That's the plan last year. So by October last year we have to go home to Philippines for another holiday, since my family needs to see my son. But then that didn't happen. So, okay, since we can't go home to Philippines, we have to go to Greece. So, we went to Greece. And
because it's very close to Philippines.
5 hours. Not really. I wish it was. But we can't really even travel. And then, you know, you have to like quarantine when you arrive there. So, you already lost 2 weeks of your holiday, so useless. And we don't know what's gonna happen, because we already knew by the time that, oh, this is just getting ridiculous, this is getting too much, it's not making any sense, you know, these lockdown measures and all that. So my husband keeps telling me, this will get worse, we have to get out of the UK before we can travel, before they stop the traveling from the UK to another country. And so we were right, really. When we got here, and then everything we were so lucky. When we arrived in Greece at the time, everything was quite a bit. It's not really tight measures they are using. But then after 6 weeks, and they had the lockdown measures, so we can't go out. This is how the lockdown in Greece has saying. So when the lockdown happened, we are not allowed to go out unless we send permission. We send a text to the government. Really? Yes. So we have a code. We use a code, different kinds of code. If you're going to the bank, if you're going to buy a basic necessities, if you're going for a walk, there's only like limited options. And the restaurants, the cafes, all are closed. So there's only the supermarket, the cafes are takeaways, and what else are open? Yeah, just the market, food, really, the food. And everything else shut down.
Is it the same like right now?
Yes, still right now. Just recently, it's a bit eased out. The parks are open now, but it was like that even for 6 months. Ooh. So, yeah, you have to send a message. Even if you're going out, Hussein, even if you're going out to take your garbage out, maybe the garbage bin is like few steps away from your house, you have to send a message, and then you have to wait for the reply, because if you don't have that message in your phone, or you can write it in a paper, but usually it's a text message, and then you get checked by the police, then you will get a fine of 300 euros per person.
No, that's insane.
And you have to wear the mask. Yeah, you have to wear the mask. You have to wear the mask outside. So we were like, this is like worse than in the UK.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, they're talking about opening up for tourists in a month's time or in 2 months' time, and with these measures, I don't know. How can you imagine that? And we're complaining in Malta because we have to wear a mask, or we can't do this.
How is it in Malta then? How is it in Malta?
At the moment, pretty much a lot of things are closed. I mean, we still can go out anytime we want. The only thing is we can't be in groups of more than 4 people, and in house more than 4 households. But we have to be in mask pretty much anywhere apart from your personal car or your personal property. Anywhere else, you have to wear the mask covering your nose and mouth. And even today, this week, there was this article on magazine, on newspaper, and everyone was debating about it. Like, if you go to the beach, you still have to wear the mask, and people were laughing to that, and that's too much, you know.
It doesn't make sense. But you have to, because you don't want to pay the fine. 300 euro is 300 euro. Where will you get that kind of money? And that's it. Parks were closed at the time, so oh my god, I was really bored with Ethan. He wants to go out. Can you imagine? We're just staying inside, and this is just too much. So there was a time that even it was lockdown, we still managed to go to the park and sneak out. So I said, if the police will ask me, I said, I didn't know I'm new here.
But listen, if you don't have the luxury of having the balcony or yard or something, I mean, growing a child in a closed environment is not what the child would like to have. You know?
It's not healthy.
No, not at all.
Exactly. We don't have a garden. We don't have a garden for him to play outside. We only have a small terrace, but it's not good for him. So that's it. Was in what I was saying. Barber shops closed, so we just go out to get the foods, and that's it. Supermarket. That's all I'm saying. So can you imagine? I thought we are in a
you had
best
to come back
place
to Malta.
here.
Huh? You had to go back to Malta. Everything was
we're
breaking up.
We're planning. So we can still go back to Malta. So I still have my residence there.
So, but over there also things are changing every month, every 2-3 weeks they come up with something. It's a bit of tiring, you know, waiting always for something. Is it going to work or it's not going to work? What about people working in those industries? today they have a job, tomorrow they're staying jobless, and they need to find an alternative what they're gonna do. I have so many friends working in tourism industry, and probably in one of the next episodes I will speak to a couple of them, and they have so much frustration to share about their life, and they still keep on moving. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's, I mean, here as well, when we first arrived here, the town was like alive, and you know, you can see like people's spirits are high. But then when the lockdown happened, it's like a ghost town. It was really quiet, and all these restaurants, these cafes are shut. Can you imagine? People don't, I don't know where they're getting their, like, you know, how to survive, because they only rely on the tourism. So it's a bit tough
Plus,
as well for
it
them.
affects also the mood of the person. I mean, you go out to the empty city, and you know, it's dull, it's gray, because there are not much smiles and laughter outside there, and it affects the mental well-being. And I don't know.
Yes,
We
yes,
need to find a balance.
we are lucky. Well, actually, we're still lucky in this area we are in, compared to the big cities like Athens or Thessalonica or Crete. There's quite a lot of cases in that big cities, big islands. So the restrictions are very, very strict compared to us. Well, here, basically, the people are not really, you know, it's fine because we have 0 cases here. People are like living their life as if normal, but you can see that there is something's wrong, something's missing, you know. But everyone's trying to survive.
Yeah.
We are trying to survive.
I will ask you one of the probably the last questions, because I'm trying to, you know, shrink a bit the minutes we're spending on podcasts. Because one of the first comments were like, "This is too long. I mean, you need to cut it short." Like, I'm gonna try to cut it short. I mean, you can't really fit in the whole year in 20 minutes, but
Yes.
we try to do. There's so much things happening, and once you talk, it comes out. What would be your message to people out there who are probably passing the similar phase in their life what you were passing during the harsh closure in UK, or something which we again returning back, which we experienced a few months ago? We're hoping that that's it, it's over, we're gonna sit at home for 1 month, and after we're gonna be free and enjoying our life like it was before, and we appear to be like, oh shit, there's nothing really changed. What would be your message to people out there? Like any suggestions, any advice which you can share, or a motto which you develop to yourself, which keeps for you like boosting every morning you come up and you cheer up with that phrase?
Yes. Okay. So all I can say is educate yourself with what's going on. I mean, it's not all that you're seeing in the big stream media are true. It's better not to watch it, because when I stop watching it, it's my anxiety lessens. You know, like minimize my anxiety, because the more you learn, you're listening, the more you're hearing about this is what's going on in the world. It's not making you any more positive. It's not making you any better. Yeah. So I'd rather advise everyone to stop like watching the news and
watch us.
Yourself about watch us. Educate yourself of what is really going on about this pandemic, or you say we don't have to be scared of unless you know how to deal with it. So we have to make ourselves healthier, like it boost our immune system, because if you have like a good immune system, then we don't have to worry about much. We have to start it from ourselves. And also, if you are stressed, your immune system, Hussein, will blow down. So keep positive and reach out with the people, like reach out to your family, to your loved ones. Really, it's also one of the way to keep your mental health aligned or sane, and do something. This is like the right time. This is like the right time to do a project for yourself, or for with your friends, like what you are doing. You know, we don't need to be together physically to have a project, to keep yourself busy and to have a purpose. So have a purpose. Think of something that you can do, you know, to like beat this situation. So, and we have to come up together. We have to like uh, be a community in the best way we can. We don't need to be physically together as it were, but you know, we have to have an inspiration project. So that's for me. I think that's for me. That helps me. Like at least I am busy with something, and I'm not thinking about, oh, what's going on with the world, and there's no hope. You know, it's so scary. What's going on right now is scary. It's more than what you see. It's like deeper than that. But please educate yourself, and just keep on praying. You know, this will be over, I hope. If we pray all together, I am very Hussein, I'm very religious person, so I still believe that we can beat this all. And keep safe, and that's it. Be happy, be positive, be positive.
Yeah, staying happy, staying positive. It's like very important thing. Times it's hard to do. I mean, we don't know everyone what they're passing through. It's easier to say, but I always say to all my people I know around me, to all the network I have, staying positive. There are some dull times, there are some gray moments in life, but
Yes.
yeah, that's at least we can try to be to set our mind in a positive way. Yeah, the most important thing, guys, take care of yourself, and I wish everyone to stay safe. I wish your family all the best in the new location as well. And I really thank you for joining the call. I know it's hard to
My
leave.
pleasure.
Your beautiful son had some sun away and dedicate some time to something else, and you always want to be there. You always want to be around him. I know how caring you are. And yeah, thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you for joining this call, and
thank you,
sharing your
Hussein.
experience.
Yes, thank you, and really a good job for doing this. Yeah, and I will also tell my friends, you know, that to contact you if they have a story to share. Is that okay?
I would be glad to. I would be glad to have a word with people around. And guys, thank you very much for watching us, and I hope you enjoyed the content. Feel free to join our conversation. Leave your comments, share your words, share your experiences as well with us. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like it, and also press the like button. I see that you enjoyed that, so I'll make more content and reach out to more friends. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye, Hussein. Bye. Take care.
Bye.